The All About Nothing podcast may have language and content
that isn't appropriate for some.
Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, Nothingers, to the All About Nothing podcast. This is episode number 308. I'm Barrett Gruber. Please subscribe and share the show. That's how we get new listeners. Also, please consider supporting the show financially by visiting theallaboutnothing.com and becoming an official member, probably calling yourself a true Nothinger. Y'all done that yet?
Okay. As many times as we've been on the show.
We will have more details on that at the end of the show. If you can't do that, please give us a 5-star review, a like, and follow us across all social media. You can find links at theallaboutnothing.com. This week, I had nothing planned.
We are nothing.
I was just about to say, we're the backups.
I didn't lock in any interviews. I actually gave serious consideration to not even dropping an episode this week. But I went back and looked at all of the episodes that I've done, and I have not missed a week since 2020, like beginning of 2023.
Wow.
That's holidays.
That's dedication.
That is.
It's borderline obsessive is what it is.
I wasn't going to say it.
I'm going to talk to my therapist on Thursday. Like I
on Wednesday.
See, good for you.
I need to get on.
So because of that borderline obsession and fear of 1 week missing out, I decided I needed to record. And wouldn't you know it, friends like Shelby and O'Shawn are happy to show up on a Sunday, even though they're probably very likely hungover.
I am for sure.
I'm not. I quit drinking.
How long have you been drinking?
March 4th was the last time I drank. Like,
Okay.
seriously drank to get trashed.
Okay.
March 29th for me, I just got back on the wagon literally like a week ago.
So, all right. So because I don't drink a whole lot anyway, but when I do drink more than like 2 drinks, I hate myself for it.
Mm-hmm.
How long does your on the wagon last?
Are you asking how long it lasts because you're going to segue into like the health ramifications of things? Or
no,
well, no.
It's not that kind of
okay,
show.
so
We're not. This isn't an intervention.
I'll be honest with you. The whole reason that I started was because I had heard the hard 75 thing on TikTok. And are you aware of what the hard 75 thing is? So apparently it's this whole like lifestyle reset kind of thing where it's like you quit drinking, you have to read every day, like a certain number of pages. You're supposed to be physically active where you go to the workout in the gym and then you have to do a second workout of the day where it has to be outside. There's just like different things. But the one thing that I really wanted to commit to was the no drinking thing. But there's never a good time to stop drinking because there's always a birthday, there's always a trip, there's always just an event, something. But after Trans World, our haunt show that we go to, I was like, I'm going to quit drinking, do the hard 75 thing. And I committed to pretty much just that. Everything else fell out the window. Stop working out, everything. But here's the thing. With the not drinking, and I don't vape anymore or anything like that either, I've replaced all that with food. So I found 25 pounds in the process. So realistically, what I thought was going to be a thing that would help me and be healthy, complete opposite. So and then being in Florida last week, that's just hanging out with friend of the show, also Jimmy.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Miss Jimmy.
That's not all bad though. Like, you got to think about the health things that you cut out.
Okay.
Like not drinking. Your body's not working as hard.
Right. And now I feel like really I'm taking this as a chance to like reframe my relationship with alcohol. So instead of it being like that, like daily, just doing it for the, shits and gigs of it all.
Yeah.
Now it's like, all right, let's drink with a purpose. Like now I
I
will.
don't think I could find a purpose.
I know, and that's the problem. That is the problem.
Stressful
But I've been doing really well. Even though I didn't make it all 75 days. I was 2 weeks shy of making it. And then just, something came up. That's true.
Okay, so you do it for 75 days. Is that what the?
Yeah, and then after the 75 days, like all these people were posting their results on TikTok. Like they've got cut bodies, they've got all this like, oh, I feel so much better about life. None of that.
Well, it's if you would have committed all the way, and I'll say that, like, do the exercising, do the not phone. It's more investing in yourself than it is just getting healthy. You're investing into not the rushing world or so much shit that we have to process every day because the world's always on fire and people are always dying, all sorts of shit. So if you would have like pushed for all of it, you probably would have saw something.
Are you disappointed in me?
No,
because with the 75 thing, you're trying to make positive changes,
right?
Okay,
across the board.
In that time period that you were doing it, did you feel as though the changes, did you feel positive? Did it make you feel better about?
I think it was that weird trickery of it all where I was like, okay, I'm reading every day consistently. That didn't last long. But when I was like, I can get into this. Like, it was really like that mental framework. It was like switching everything. And then the not drinking thing, even though I had quit, it was like still the like thinking about it sometimes, because it's like you go out to dinner and stuff and everyone else orders a drink and you're just like, it'll be nice to be involved in that. But then
Tepid water, please.
right. But then when I ordered that water, that Coke Zero or whatever, I would feel good about that decision. So that, I guess that's the crazy mental gymnastics of it all.
See, I can tell you. So, like, I used to drink a lot, admittedly, to the point where any time that I did, I hated the way I felt the next morning. It was such, and it wasn't like every single night. It was everybody was getting together for a cookout, and somebody would be like, "Oh, you don't play?" I guess I felt like it was more like events that was the drinking, and so like I would play shot glass checkers, and I suck at checkers. So,
but you just needed the excuse to drink.
I don't see. They could have filled it with Sprite, and I probably would have been fine with it. But like,
Yeah, as a child, like my mentality is still like, yeah, I'll play that. It's fun.
yeah, I thought that I was going to be good, and I wasn't. And
So, but you were playing the shot glass checkers with alcohol?
yeah,
That's how
And-
you're supposed to play it.
I know, but like, was your hand forced in this? Because you're making
No,
it sound
I
as if you
volunteered.
didn't want to be a part of that.
no, I am now. I don't want to be involved in it.
Oh.
I like.
Barrett, yeah, we're getting older. We don't need to.
I think the mindset behind it's more of a, like, it's like, man, I know I'm going to feel like crap tomorrow, but I don't want to not do this, like FOMO almost with not.
Yeah,
doing
because
this crap.
admittedly, today I feel like terrible, and I'm like, I don't miss this. That's the.
You know what? As you get older, and I don't know if this is everybody, but like I have zero fear of missing out on anything.
No, that's true.
There are so many times where like I'll see somebody post something online about like they went to like you guys going to Orlando and doing the thing.
Mm-hmm.
As much
Tread lightly.
no as much
Yeah,
as,
like he would like to go, but
as much as I would enjoy going and doing it, I also don't want to.
So you explaining that is actually my fear with social media. So I've kind of like taken a step back in social media in the way that like I don't really post on Facebook or anything as much. Like, yeah, I posted for your birthday the other day, or when I went out of town.
I tagged along on that too.
Everybody, which is so weird when people come underneath the
I do it
post,
here,
because I'm
but I
like,
get like
you can't
60
do your
likes
own
that-
post.
Yeah.
But no,
I couldn't have
honestly,
sent her one a day later.
oh, that is very true. But so it's like, hey, post a trip or whatever. But I started finding the value in posting all that stuff has gone down in a way that like I used to be kind of what you said.
Yeah.
Like I would be like, I gotta let everyone know I'm on this trip. I'm eating this food. I'm doing this thing. And then now I'm just like, no one probably ever really cares. So it's like now I'm just doing it. And honestly, it's like this weird like cringe like thing in my brain, the switch I got flipped where I'm
Yeah.
just like, now it feels weird to post the thing and be like, hey, look, I'm doing that. And plus, people ask me all the time, like my family members that don't live here, they're like, we don't see you posting. We used to love to see blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I'm not feeling it
Call me
anymore
if you want to
because,
know.
yeah. And I just don't see the value. I can only post a dinner so many times, like,
Yeah.
you know, or the content just, I feel like got stale to me. I
Yeah.
wasn't doing anything.
Like, so I have a hard and fast rule with Facebook. If I open Facebook and I see 3 ads in a row before I see like anybody's content,
Yeah.
I shut that shit
okay.
Oh,
off.
really?
I just move on to the next thing.
Really?
Hey, that's a real good. I mean, shit. If I open my Facebook right now, I can promise you I'll see one person's post, something about an event that I'm not even related to, and then 3 ads about a school or the news or some other shit.
My ads are always tailored to exactly what we're talking about, which is weird.
Blood pressure medication.
I was gonna say I can pull 2 of them out. We'll do
No,
this.
that's a really
Right.
weird thing though, that like that's your hard and fast rule, because then I guess at this point, do you even get on Facebook?
Very rarely. I mean, I'll get on Facebook if like I'll pull up Facebook because there are some social media content creators that I'll get a notification on. It says like Justin Dunley or
Mhm.
whatever, Justin Danger Nunley. He's the guy that does the listen. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so like I'll get a notification that says that. I'll go. I'll watch that. Or have you seen? There's a girl named Nicole out of Canada somewhere that she just cuts wood. She chops wood.
Oh, she's trying to do like that one guy who has like the
Thor.
straps.
So I follow Thorian. I think his name's
We
Thor.
got way different algorithms, people.
Yeah. But okay, so Thor is this extremely handsome white guy that
I
chops
sent you
wood.
videos.
Maybe
The
I
ones where he'd
need,
be like spitting and grunting and just
Yeah,
like,
maybe I need to tap in after all.
Yeah.
Train my
But then Nicole is a lesbian who is muscular and she's cutting wood and I
I
like
feel like I have seen her now that you mention that.
but like I enjoy the content. I'm not attracted to either one of them, not in a sexual or romantic way, but I enjoy watching them cut wood. It's a weird thing.
That is a sentence.
Wood, but I am attracted.
No, that is actually really funny because like you, I'll only open Facebook to see a thing. If I have a notification, just to clear the notification, and then in doing that, I might scroll a post or two, but for the most part, I don't. And I feel kind of like one-sided and like, because I'm like, I liked the attention of Facebook when I was on it and posting actively, but now I don't offer that to people either. So I kind of feel like selfish in a weird way.
I catch grief from people when I posted a picture of, and they're not going to watch this, or if they do, they won't say anything.
We're talking about you.
Right. You know who you are.
So I posted a picture last weekend because we were going kayaking. It was the first time we've gone kayaking this entire year because
kayaking doesn't scare you. Is that the one where your legs be stuck inside the boat?
So mine, I have an on top kayak and then I also have an inside. I have two inside.
So
kayaks.
A canoe.
No, canoes are very big. You usually need like 2+ people to do them. Kayaks are fun.
We can walk outside and take a look at them.
Okay.
But, But so I posted a picture of the kayak on top of the car. And then I got messages from people that were like, "Hey, you didn't invite me to go kayaking. Why didn't I get it? Why you went kayaking?"
Because that river is there for everybody.
I probably was one of those people, and I don't even kayak.
You weren't.
Oops.
Don't feel bad. I just assume now that it's because you didn't get a notification.
Right.
Which, by the way,
Right.
thank you, neither one of you, for making notifications for my postings because they are not worth your time ever.
I see when you post.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, not a specific
I
notification.
see you on TikTok more than anything.
Well,
I do watch your lives.
You're always
on
live.
at like 5 a.m.
Right.
Like, let me go ahead and do this while I'm doing my makeup.
Well, now we do them at 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I stopped watching. I'm busy, Barrett.
I don't blame you. I'm
Garrett there. It's just insult.
I keep saying this. This is for my entertainment. Like
Mhm.
I would.
This is a form of psychosis.
Yeah, I get it.
Like literally, you can't stop posting your podcast. You were gonna miss out on a day, and you're doing it solely for you. You could have done this without. You don't even have to post this episode. This could just be like you could just sit around with mics and cameras on yourself
I'm actually
all
gonna
day.
go direct opposite. I think it's like good dedication because you're doing something here, and it's good to stay.
Ass kisser.
It's not an ass kissing thing. It's like
Mhm.
if you want something to succeed, you're gonna do it all the way. Like that 75 is you've done it all the way.
Way to bring it back to me. Full circle moment, right?
All right. So I didn't have
Queen of
any,
full circles.
I didn't have any like specific topics I want to talk about, but I did want to bring up elections because I know in the past, at least with you, Oshan, you have not been
I don't be
super
knowing
political.
shit. I don't be knowing shit. And I didn't even know who your boy you was talking about was.
Oh, I don't know what we're talking about. Outside?
No,
the
Was
Today's
it here?
protesters.
Yeah.
Oh, Soros.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Soros, your check still hasn't come in. But is it? You see all the signs around. Like you see. You heard about the redistricting thing they were trying to do?
Barrett, no clue what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do, but I'm avidly trying to keep up with things because I want to know what I'm paying for, in that sense. So we've talked about this. I try to get him to invest.
Just
in
because
this,
you
but
guys mentioned things to me
I
does
know,
not
and
mean
you
we
know what?
talked
Politics
about
isn't
them.
for everybody, but
You know who Clyburn is, right?
Absolutely not. But you know what I do? I show up to the polls and vote.
But you just vote straight down the line.
See,
Are we playing tic-tac-toe? What are we doing?
Listen.
I play tic-tac-toe. But
Do you?
it's because I actually I read the people and I'm just
Okay.
I know what they are really presenting. And I hope I'm choosing correctly, but tic-tac-toe meaning I'm not going to choose just one person because of their designated party. I want to know about them,
Well, okay. So, Sean, you fit into at least 2 demographics that I feel like would want to be paying attention.
Tread lightly.
No.
being a black gay male and knowing that there are people of my color and
white straight males.
Yeah, I guess I fit into two demographics too.
Not so fun, is it? Not so fun, is it?
But like, do you ever? Is there ever a feeling of maybe I should like pay attention or?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I guess the lack of political like education or maybe like awareness isn't based in like not wanting to be. I feel like it's kind of like sports and everything. At a certain point, I just feel like if I haven't done it by now, it's too late to jump in. Like I feel like there's so much backlogged information that I don't have that like it would be overwhelming for me to like hop on board the train now. And I know that's fundamentally probably not true, but I just feel like, you know, it's like anybody that names sports references, they can remember players from the team from years and years ago and know like all this stuff. I would just rather avoid all of that.
Do you know how much stuff I have to forcibly not think about or not remember in order to try and remember statistics from like 1992?
Psychosis.
Like, I get accused of selectively forgetting things. I'm not selectively forgetting anything. It's just I will absolutely not remember it.
Selective ignorance.
As soon as like I'm stressed, I'm gonna go in and delete this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think my brain gets full and it's like, fuck, something else got to kick out.
His whole childhood is gone.
Actually, my therapist and I talk about that pretty significantly, fairly significantly, because she thinks that I have created a blockade around certain memories from before the age of 12. And I acknowledge I don't remember a lot of things. I remember my brother having surgery several times for his brain. I remember he had a brain tumor. So he had 2 seizure surgeries.
Laugh again.
Okay, just hearing someone that seems like a brother thing to say.
Sorry.
Right?
Sorry.
My doofy brother and his like, my bad, Mr. Barrett's brother.
No, he's good natured about it.
He's still with us, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
No,
I want him here the next time we do this.
Oh. Sorry, Will, you are not. I gotta
Just
put the
kidding.
kibosh on that.
Just kidding.
Let's unpack.
No, he's got therapy. He doesn't need for that.
No, I think anybody that listens to the show, even my brother's listening to it right now, he knows we don't get along very well when we are together for more than any specific amount of time.
Is this political based?
No. We both agree. Like, we're both very socially liberal. I think he would claim to be a Democrat full over. I at least want the Democrat to prove what it is they want to improve or whatever.
The way you said Democrat does
it give you a little
a little ick?
I don't like saying it either.
Democrat.
No, it just kind of sounded like I won't say racist because Democrat's not a race, but like it had that kind of like twang to it. I don't know.
Like you're trying to say it subtly, but without.
I don't know how to explain it, but it wasn't good for my ears.
I don't disagree. I think even when I don't like telling people I am a Democrat because I don't think that I am. I think that I am more independent than anything else, but
you say independent, it's so broad now. People are just like, oh, you're just playing both sides. It's like, no.
Well, I fully believe in fiscal conservatism. I believe in, spending money where it needs to be spent and then figuring out how to balance a budget. But also making sure that there aren't people being left behind because we're paying for military stuff.
Yes. Or I guess I would have to go with independent too then because like we gotta have money. Big business isn't like a bad thing. It's just like there shouldn't be only 1% of people experiencing a nicer life from it.
Yeah, I don't know, Mr. Shopping on Amazon for poop knives.
Once again, okay.
Who knows?
We can talk about the poop. Well, let me ask: Are you planning on voting in the primary? Could I encourage you potentially?
Here's the crazy part. What is a primary and when does this begin?
Okay, so early voting for the primaries started on this past Tuesday.
I feel like I had seen people like they've been walking around like the last week with their little stickers, and there was a little part in my brain that was like, A, am I too late? Or B, I need to do this.
So the actual primary is June 9th, which is 2 Tuesdays from now. Is it?
Today is the 31st.
Yeah. So,
not to like sausages made it, but
Oh no, it's fine. This is coming out on the 1st.
I don't know how long you're banking episodes for. This comes out in November.
No,
get to the polls.
Good news. I'm going to say good news. I'll go back to what I said earlier. I did not plan anything for this week.
And this is going to be one of your best episodes.
They usually are with you guys.
Love to hear it.
Not expected.
So, but like, is there anything that that could potentially happen, whether it's nationally or locally, that would potentially encourage you to participate more actively in the political cloud?
That's a really loaded question. And I feel like it's in the way of like, again, it's not that I don't care what happens in the world, but it also feels like so beyond my reach in a way that like, I don't want to do the whole like, oh, well, my vote doesn't matter kind of thing. But that's kind of like the feeling where it's like, yeah, I might be affected, but like, is anyone really affected? Like, and that's a really like crazy take to have, but maybe in a weird way, it's like a privilegey thing where it's like, I haven't been affected in that way, in like a bad way on really any level of my life to like, again, I don't not care, but it's just like, is my care enough?
I completely understand what it is you're saying, because even as politically active as I am, I also feel that like, why am I putting so much effort into something that really I can only bring one vote to the table? And how is that impacting everyone? How is that impacting anything else? Mm-hmm. So I see that as well. But then I think that's one of the reasons that I try to use the time period with the podcast around voting to really just encourage people to go check their voter registration. Go vote early, because if you go vote early, you're doing yourself a favor. You don't have to show up on that specific Tuesday. You don't have to get childcare for that specific day. You don't have to, wait in longer lines because other people didn't vote early, that sort of thing. I just, that's always in my head. That's what I've always tried to use the podcast to do, is around election time to just encourage people to do that. I don't know how many people listen to it or do it. Y'all aren't leaving comments like you should be, just so you know.
Gotta use more of that right independence and bully them into it.
Mm-hmm. Does that scare you guys at all? That when it comes to like, redistricting has been going on, and redistricting is basically right now that both parties in the states that they have generally the most power, they're trying to put their thumb on the scale to. Like in South Carolina, they were trying to get Jim Clyburn out so that they could have that as another Republican seat, and South Carolina be completely represented by 7 Republicans in the House of Representatives. And it failed because, honestly, I want to give some sort of credit to some of the Republicans that didn't vote for it, but it's like,
I wonder if they're doing that based off of, because like I think it got to the point where people would be so angry about it because it is blatantly in your face at that point, and that's what they're trying to do. When's the last time they tried to actually redistrict in such a manner that you're sending just red all the way up to the top? So I think it would have been like the people's backlash is actually going to come out of this, so we shouldn't do it. And it's more of a playing card than it is an actual belief. And I don't want to project that on the Republicans, because again, I would like to hope to believe that just because you're a party, it doesn't mean that you're specific to like the MAGA religion or anything like that.
Yeah, I agree.
I try to look at it with that because I think there's too much division amongst it already, but it makes you wonder if that's why they did it, though.
Well, I mean, that's the question I ask every time, is if your side is so right about what it is that you think you're representing, or what it is you're trying to bring to the people of South Carolina, or you're trying to bring to the nation, if your side is so right, then why are you afraid to let the voters choose? Like, if it was up to me, I don't know, maybe it would be kind of like the Senate. Like, I get that we have to have districts in order to have people represent those districts' interests specifically, but like, what if you just open it up and we had 7 people, the top 7 people got elected, and those were the 7 people we sent from the state of South Carolina?
It'd be too simple.
I know.
It'd be too simple to do that. But to bring it full circle, idea for you, for encouragement on like voting and everything like that, because I think you bring like an actual narrative to that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Not that you disregard voting or anything because it doesn't affect you. I don't think that. I think it's because it being overwhelming. We're still slightly young, so we still feel like, that's like a big person's job. That's not ours yet. We're not true adults yet, but I think more people often than not are like, it's too much. I'm not going to worry about that because I have to worry about going to work. I have to worry about my kids. I got to worry about my dogs. Like,
Again, let's be clear.
It's a big
I'm not
worry.
voting, but in terms of the in-depth, like the way that you guys know
Yeah.
people's names, you know what's going on in the world, like all that stuff. It's so much simpler for me to that's one less thing for my brain to
you
have to
side
like.
with something that's closest to the value. So it's
Right.
like you're choosing B because the answer is 45, but that one says 47, so it's close enough.
Well, and I know plenty of people that are my age that don't feel like they don't want to invest. And I'm not saying it's bad because I think that sometimes being as invested in it as I am, it takes a toll on me mentally. Like I only have so much available battery power for all of this. And
Mhm.
sometimes if I will avoid watching the news just to keep that battery from getting spent.
Mhm.
That too.
But then I listen to podcasts about it, and I listen to I watch TikToks and social media stuff.
Staying on stress level 10 all the time.
Yeah,
That sucks.
and it's almost like there is no good news coming
Mhm.
out of it whatsoever, except there are little glimmers. Like I got this. There's one guy in my Instagram feed that's like a geriatric doctor out of Atlanta that talks about how Trump is dying in front of us, but if some reason he's still here, and then I just get disappointed.
Evil. Oh, okay. Aliens, evil, whatever.
Whoever's out there.
No, they always say evil never dies. The man's gonna live forever.
That is really disheartening.
Right.
I don't
Like a little weird feeling in the back of your neck.
I don't like hearing people talk about how he does seem to just he continues to kick on.
Exhausting.
And
honestly, I just want to ask him something, and it's like, why use the orange makeup? I want to know. I want to know his general answer to that, like his genuine, like, hold my hand when I ask you this. Why
So
do you
in
wanna
the
be so
drag
orange?
world, they usually use orange to like counteract your discoloration. So like it's like on camera it cuts like in a
the drag world.
does he though?
Yeah.
I think he only hates a lot of things because that's what
It's
the
the thing to
conservative
do.
base wants him to
Right.
do.
I mean, yeah, he used to be besties with the Clintons, so like,
Yeah.
we know he falters to the sway of the world. Anyway, can I make you flashcards for this, or
You know, you're a solution-based queen, and I love that about you.
Well, like if I put a face on there with the name, I'm like, this person believes in equal marriage
not
and
me
doesn't want to
treating,
stop
not
people
you
from
treating
getting
me
married.
like your literal children.
Okay.
That's how I teach them.
So that genuinely, that's a question. Do you feel like when people try to talk about politics, like is it or is it just me? If I'm
Ask that one more time.
okay, so second parter.
I don't know if there was a question. in there.
Am I one of a very few people that try to talk about politics with you?
I don't think we've ever discussed politics because every time we talk, it's usually haunt related. So
That's
like
true.
outside of that world, like we don't ever really like talk that much. So it's like I'll see
And
that
that's my fault.
it's
That
absolutely
That is
your
my
fault.
fault.
I wasn't gonna say it, but here we are. Here we are.
He's gonna get upset.
I will walk out of this podcast right now. You two can finish this together. No.
So we're gonna place them through until
He's just gonna stand at the door.
yeah.
As long as I'm off camera and off mic,
Oh,
these
no,
people don't
we'll
have to
keep
know.
you on mic.
That's when the mic finally works really well for you.
That's- oh shit. But
Insider.
like, okay, so assuming that there aren't a lot of people that try to discuss politics, do you feel like the discussions that they have they're just trying to convince you of what you should think about things?
No,
No?
I don't feel that way either. Because I kind of maybe actively avoid political like conversations in general. So like if you two were just sitting here having your like political talk or whatever, I would probably just be, scrolling on my phone
Oh,
or
the ads on
whatever.
Facebook.
I wouldn't,
Mhm.
yeah, but I guess I just don't engage in anything political in any sort, like with people in general or whatever. So no, I don't feel like anyone's ever like tried to push an agenda specifically or like so no, it's just easier to, turn a blind eye.
Live outside the fray.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah.
It's just stressful because everybody's always up in a tizzy about things. And I'm just like, again, maybe speaking from a place of privilege, but I don't really have that many issues in life. So to add politics to my plate just doesn't sound interesting. There's no appeal there.
My concern is that the issues that you're not feeling right now are the ones that are going to be political later if things continue the way they're going.
So I know that there are examples, but give me one.
I fear that with who we have in power right now, and because those people in power want to hold on to that power as desperately as they can, they also have an agenda against people in the LGBTQ plus community, people that are Black or brown. There is such a fear with some white people in this country that support Donald Trump that I fear that there are some that would like to set us back into a more segregated population here in the United States because that's when they felt the most comfortable.
Now, can I ask you this? Do you think that this is also regional? Because we're in the South, but like I genuinely don't feel when I'm other places that any of this like
maybe
divisiveness happens. Like I feel like it's just concentrated.
Well,
so it's like,
can I make the question bigger?
Sure.
I won't even say as much as white people fearing that integration goes so far that there's no coming back from it, because that's a legit thing. Yes, the older people who still exist who helped create, those type of issues in the past are still.
By the way, you old people that are still around, not even do better.
Die, whatever.
There's such a benefit to extinction that I don't think you're considering.
Look at the dinosaurs. We still talk about them.
There's still benefit. No, so to make it broader, is it so much more, I would say even classist, because at a certain point, it's more or less like, how can we keep people, like it's so hard to break out of the class that you're either born into, raised into, or approach as you're coming into adulthood. So is it that, yes, it typically is like the minorities that keep those classes going, but it's because it's so hard to break out of them. Like, not everybody can be on top. So is it more so that the top wants to keep the bottom in the bottom, and that's why they're scared? So I'd even mix it with, yes, it's, due to ethnicity. Yes, it's due to, sexual preference or anything like that. But I think it's more so like, because you speak from saying, I may have that privilege of not experiencing, anything that's affecting me due to politics, but so many people are. So it's not that you're turning a blind eye. It's just, you don't have that experience.
Right.
I don't have that experience. I'm a fucking white woman in America. I'm relatively privileged.
Well,
so
and
it's more so the little person that's experiencing it. And so I think the question's bigger than just because you're part of this community or that community, or is it because you're a middle-class American and you're getting by, so it's okay,
Do you feel middle class? Do you feel middle class?
Yeah, I'm probably on the higher end of middle class, and I feel it. And I do work hard, and my family works hard, but I have a lot to show for it.
Yeah.
So yes, I am higher middle class.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't start off there. Like if I went through the thing, people would be like, "Oh man!" Like I had friends come over yesterday that were just like, "Oh, this is all bougie." I'm like, "No, it's not bougie. I worked really hard to get here, and I came from nothing. So it's not bougie, but yes, I have a lot to show for it." So it's it's that kind of thing. It's like, you can't base it off of like what you have currently or where you came from or anything like that. It's
I was talking to me yesterday. We were driving back from Leesville, and I brought up, so one of the candidates for governor, Billy Webster, owns a bunch of payday loan places. And I've always thought, even though there was a time in my life where I had to use a payday loan in order just to get by. But that on just getting like $400, it took me almost 3.5-4 months to get out from underneath that borrowing.
Yeah, predatory for sure. Yeah.
But even then, we both acknowledge that there have been times in our lives where we've needed something like that. So like despite the fact that, my parents set me up fine.
That's how I feel. That's why I'm saying like I don't feel like, it's very unfortunate because I have seen both sides of the coin, where it's like people that don't have or whatever tend to be the ones that are affected the most by a lot of this stuff. So it's like you were saying, you know, the gas prices, just to even put that into perspective, like I drive a Honda Civic that I'll put $30 in or whatever, and now it's gone up to 40, and like, yeah, that's more than I was paying, but like that's not ruining my life. Like I literally just put in my PIN number, hold the button, and get in the car while it fills up. Like whatever that number is on the thing, it's just gonna be what it is. Like,
it's funny you say that. I think that because I definitely used to be like that, even though I don't fill up maybe once or twice a month. But like,
you be driving bikes or something?
Yeah, we came through. My electric motorcycle's out there, and
okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there was a point before this war in Iran where I'd do the same thing. I didn't pay any attention to what the number was when it came up.
Mm-hmm.
I would potentially look to see, like, is this gas station more expensive than that one? And I'll go to
I don't
this
even
one.
do that.
Really?
Like if it's 10 cents across the street, I'm already on this side of the street. That's what we're filling at.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting the traffic. I'm not crossing the Red Sea just to get 10 cents off. Because if you think about it, you're putting maybe 10 gallons in there. That's $1.
Yeah. Well, wait.
Is 10 times 10 $1? Am I right?
Yeah. But,
okay.
But
yeah.
But
almost had me.
But you're talking about the difference between two gas stations. I'm looking at it from the perspective of, I was filling up for $2.23 5 months ago, and now I'm filling up for $3.64.
But what are you gonna do about that, though? Like you right now in this moment, there's nothing you can do.
You're right. And again, the big scheme of it all, it's like it's not going to change anything, but it's the little steps that get to the big change. Unfortunately, it just takes time.
So if I was to make a suggestion, if I had some sort of national, or if I had some sort of way of convincing people to do something, I would say 2 days out of the week, like let's say Monday and Friday, don't, like the entire country, don't fill up gas.
Does that work?
It never has.
I don't think it works because if you think about it, you're gonna have to come back later. So what you're doing is halting it for a day. You're not like, if you were to extend it where it was months and then now, you know, we got a surplus of fuel and oil now, and they got to start unloading it.
So it isn't necessarily about the impact, the direct impact to the people selling us the fuel.
Mm-hmm.
It's more about showing them that we can organize. That's the biggest thing.
This doesn't work because it's kind of like the whole like Target thing where it's like, don't shop at Target for the day or whatever. And it's like, yeah, you're affecting change for one day, but is it change?
But
think about the ripple effect.
Mm-mm.
So the reason they say that, like, it's always this big thing that, like, you'll see it on TikTok or Facebook or whatever. And it's like, don't do this thing for one day. Like, call out of school, call out of work, stay home. And it's not because like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go to work the next day. Like, I still have bills to pay, but for that one day when you stop something, the ripple effect it has monetarily goes all the way to the stock market. You can literally crash something. It doesn't even take a whole day.
If enough
people participate.
So if everyone were to go to their bank on Monday and they were to withdraw every single dime out of their bank account, if they were to go in there and draw,
that's a lot of dimes. She got money.
But if they were,
rolls a dime,
no, but not do anything with it, just take all of that money out. If those banks lost, especially if it's like one of the big banks, like a Wells Fargo or a Bank of America, if every single customer were to go in and withdraw every single bit of money, they would freak out. Not necessarily because people didn't close their accounts. They know the money's going to come back, but it's more about the fear of the people showing the ability to organize one potential event.
Barrett, them even temporarily.
But you're creating what you're doing is they don't want to see us organize.
Mm-hmm.
They want us to all think it doesn't have an effect, that we could, like when there were in the last protests back in what was it, into May, February 28th, I think was the last big 51, and the number 10 million potential participants or 9 million participants doesn't sound like a huge thing when I look at it, because I'm like, well, we had 73 million people vote for Kamala Harris or however many in the last election. Like, that's a significant number. If you saw protests around the country of 73 million, that would be huge. That would shut things down. But when the Republicans see organized 10 million people show up to events across the country at one point, it scares them, and it scares Democrats too, because these things are happening outside of those two political spheres. These are organizations that aren't necessarily, while they are liberal or Democratic or they don't like Trump or whatever, but when people in power see something like 10 million people across the country organizing, that's the kind of thing that has the impact. It's not necessarily the product of not buying gas or not shopping at Target or saying I'm not shopping at Walmart. It's the organization of a bunch of people that don't know each other and then somehow come to one movement.
Like
We all got social media.
Well, that's usually where it takes place, but it's like unionizing. Like if you organize a strike at work and everybody walks out, they're
Right.
afraid that the country's going to organize a strike and everybody walk out. That's the whole premise behind all of it.
Right.
It's a cool idea.
It is a cool idea. I wish that it would make a bigger impact. I wish that, but I don't know.
Oh no, how can we get you to vote, baby?
Why do you guys keep saying that?
I'm just joking about it.
I didn't say it.
I be voting.
Oh,
I be voting. Hashtag I be voting.
are you still the president of the?
I am actually.
Yes.
Well, but you were the state, so you're now the president of the KC West Columbia.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a congratulations?
Looking at him, baby.
Congratulate you?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I don't know what it means, but
When did you relinquish your title for the state?
This past year.
Okay. Was that amicable? You see?
No,
Oh,
it was very
she
amicable.
did say
It
that
was
in a
more
weird
than
way,
amicable.
didn't she?
I'm a lot of self exploratory is going on right now, so that's all. Like
so you weren't voted out. You
no. Like every year that there's an election and they
Okay.
have new people come in and everything like
You
that.
don't know how this organization works, do you?
No, I do not.
Voted out.
I mean, it's actually, they call it a 1 year lead thing because they only want to have you in the position for 1 year, not for any other reason than making sure the organization keeps growing, keeps going type thing. So I wasn't voted out. I was praying I didn't have to do it a second year. So
Okay. All right. That's
it
all right.
was not a bad thing to relinquish that over. But I'm just doing like a lot of what is that called?
Introspective.
Yeah, like I've kind of cut things off a lot for no other reason than like personal, just trying to reevaluate the direction I'm going in. So
Okay. I mean,
and no ill will type of way, just
yeah. No, I
creating
get that.
distance.
I get that. I so what made you decide that you wanted
Her.
Yeah?
My hand was
Well,
forced.
There was encouragement last year around the haunt time that
Mhm.
it did feel like she was pushing for you to consider.
Well, there's only one reason and one reason only that we
I'm
did
her
that.
best
and
friend.
I want to see him succeed. No.
You wanted to be the power behind the power.
Well, no, it's not so much. It's that I can do all the
Behind every
logistics.
good gay, there's a woman that.
No, it's because I can handle the logistics all day. He's a good face for it. He's good at talking to people. That's all he has to do, and I can do the
I thought
rest.
she was about to say that's all he has. I was like,
No,
it's a good thing to
that's
have.
that's all. Like I'm saying, the position of like he doesn't like a lot of pressure put on him for certain things. So it's like if I can do the logistics of it because I don't mind doing that, but take the pressure off of having to be like the
Every
face
meeting,
of
yeah,
it
yeah,
and being
I'm a political puppet. If we're gonna make this full circle,
Yes.
that's what it comes down to.
that's it. So-
What sort of political power did the JCs have over in KC West Columbia?
Not
No,
a thing.
I don't know. Y'all do seem to draw the fire trucks out sometimes.
That's
not
just due to
funsies, they're
bad
best friends.
behavior.
Oh,
Oh, I mean, yeah, funsies.
That's two different things.
Funsies.
they like us now.
Mhm.
They always seem to like you.
They do. They're very sweet. The old fire marshal was not really putting up with our shit too well, but the new one, he's very sweet. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I guess that kind of brings us a little bit over to the haunt. So,
This did turn into that kind of podcast.
not yet.
We're
And
not,
for long.
maybe.
And not for long. That clock's not even accurate.
Listen, I got all day.
Have you all?
It's a 2-hour episode.
Yeah, we can do it. I'll just have to when we get close to time. I'll just
We
have
already
to-
talked about it.
Okay.
You were gonna slice
I
and
can
dice this
change
into
shirts to
4
make it
different
look like-
episodes. Right. I'll flip mine inside out.
We'll
Got
do
it.
shirts.
Please. I have to assume there are people in this world that think that I wear the same shirt every day.
Oh man, I didn't think about that.
I was about to say, Hey Arnold it or whoever, cartoon Doug Funny.
That's
Just
right.
A closet full of the same outfit.
That's right. So are we already putting together the plan for the haunt in October?
I don't know how to answer this question, Barrett, because we always like plan and like we know what we want to do. So I mean,
It happens in that stage so many times before the actual work takes place, because we'll come up with next year's theme and then it'll evolve over a few months because we're like, man, I love this, that, and the other. Let's change the entire theme.
Yeah, no, but we sat down and we had lunch the other week and we actually like nailed down.
Yeah.
Like because literally in October while the haunt was running, we were
did
in the
that too.
boardroom planning for it next year, like literally, but then that plan has changed. So
let me tell you, and I'm probably the only one that feels this way, but watching the two of you put on makeup and like,
I forgot you were there for that.
You all go into like the zone, and
that was just the fireball.
Really? That's not how it is every time?
No, it is actually. If we decide to go ahead and put ourselves in the scene, it gets really in depth. And it can take forever, as you saw.
Your profile picture is the one I took of the two of you from that night. But like, you all were doing as though I wasn't even in the room, which was perfectly fine. Because I think I was using that night to try and interview people that were coming into the haunt or going out of the haunt or whatever. And I think I may have gotten a little bit of content out of it, but there were so many people that were timid about actually like talking into a microphone or talking to me.
Like customers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, no soliciting.
Who's this sketchy man standing outside there?
Why is he just standing at the exit?
Why is he wearing a trench coat?
Is that a gun?
Was I wearing it? No.
No.
But it was, but watching the two of you, like you put contacts in. Did you put contacts in too? They did not look comfortable.
I can't ever tell.
I don't have a problem with contacts. I love them.
Yeah.
And then they're the sclera ones, so like they're the ones that cover most of your eye. But I'm
getting them in sucks. Getting them out easy. Wearing them easy.
Do you save those contacts?
I still have the same pair that I've had for like 2 years. I just clean them every month.
That's crazy. No, I usually just buy new ones because I just have this weird fear. Like back in the day, because they are very expensive, but like I just have this weird like feeling that I'm like, okay, this is old eye germs. So like I just
the pair I had before that I had for 2 years, and the only reason I got new ones is because that one had a tear in it.
Oh yeah,
and that did hurt, but I'd still wear them. I'm like, all right, I think I'm gonna damage my eyeball if I keep doing this. That's the only reason.
Yeah, no, I will use contacts for a lot longer than I'm supposed to, but I also don't wear contacts every day. So I put contacts in every day this past week, but I'll probably go another week and not wear them at all.
Are you not wearing them right now?
Yeah, I'm wearing them
right now. Got glasses.
No, these are my readers.
He needs.
I have to have readers in order to see with my contacts in.
That's insane.
Oh no, I'll tell you right now. See, I can.
They're called bifocals.
No, I can't do bifocals. So I can read this perfectly, but if I take these off, if I take them off, it is blurred.
So what is the purpose of your contacts?
So you
see
can drive.
far away, yeah. So see far away.
This is insane to me. People and like eye technology has come a long way, but the fact that like innately you just
be
blind is crazy to me. I knock on wood. That's my biggest fear is like not being able to see. And I just mean like how yours is blurry or whatever.
Yeah.
That scares me.
See, I could hold these here and I can read them, but if I hold them, like if I'm reading a book, I have to wear readers if I have my contacts in.
That is insane to me.
They're not vegetables when he was growing up.
Carrots.
I think it's because I got punched in the face a lot.
Was it your brother?
My brother and I fought a lot. I'll tell you a story, and I think the limit time limit is as far as like the limitation of the law is probably
statute of limitations.
Statute of limitations. That's the one. So my mother was in New Orleans when my brother and I were at home, and my neighbor, the kid next door, was over playing video games and whatnot. And my brother was in my bedroom playing video games or watching TV or something like that. And I don't know where he got these, but I think after my grandfather passed away, my brother went and ransacked the closet. They had a bunch of guns in it. So, like rifles and whatnot. So just hear me out.
My shitty jokes to myself. I'm sorry.
I feel like we're on the same page. Go ahead.
So, I walked into my brother's room. I picked up one of the rifles, and while our friend was sitting there playing video games, and I had done this hundreds of times before, just dry fired this rifle with nothing. I cocked it and then pulled the trigger, and it was bam. And this might be the first time podcast listeners are hearing this, but it was bam. Put a hole in the ceiling, like hole in the ceiling, hole in the roof. My brother comes running in there. He goes, "Did you just shoot that?" And I'm holding it like in disbelief.
No,
like I do not understand how this thing went off. And I'm like, "Where did you get bullets for it?" And so there's a whole less thing going through my head. Well, we didn't, and my mother is probably listening to this right now, and she's remembering how she found out about it because we didn't say anything.
Right.
Yeah.
As one does.
So we had this wasn't when she was in New Orleans. She may have just been at work, but anyway. So there was a hurricane that came through, and my brother's room started leaking. There was water filling up the globe underneath the fan. Yeah. So we went. My mother and I went out on the roof. We found where the hole was, but it looked like there was sticks in it. So like maybe like sticks had gone through the roof and it created this hole. All right. So patched the hole. I didn't even think that the hole was from me shooting it. Like in my head, I'm like, well, it's only going to go through the ceiling. It's not going to go through the roof. So
cut to 3 miles away, someone's dead because like the bullet
trajectory's down.
So one day, for some reason, my brother's at school and he tells his friend that Barrett shot a gun in the bedroom, which the teacher overheard, which the teacher then contacted my mother.
And that's a white boy? No, we're going to fix this.
So I did get in trouble for that, thinking that, because it had been months, like free and clear for months. And I hadn't even thought about it. But then I did. She did get very upset about that whole thing.
That is insane.
I don't know
why you're blind.
I don't know. Why was I telling that story?
Again, the queen of circle backs because I'm like, we said all that to say.
I don't actually remember why we said all that. I can't think of it now. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah, because you were saying something about your brother like being blind.
We used to fight all the time.
Didn't that cause the fight? He punched you in your eye.
Yeah. Well,
that's why you can't see.
I definitely got pissed off at him. I was like, first of all, why do you have all these guns?
Is your brother older than you?
No, he's 14 months younger.
Oh, okay. Oh.
That's why you fought.
When I said we fought, like we'd put holes in the wall. Even to this day, I don't think
in the roof.
Yeah. It's not a good idea for us to spend a whole lot of time together because I am not tolerant. I think what the problem is I get to the point where I'm just not very tolerant. And
do you have any other siblings or is it just you two?
I have an older sister. She lives out in Oakland.
Okay. I asked that to say like, cause it was funny when we were in Florida last week for our family, like get together and everything. Like we just being around family, it was fun in the sense that like seeing other family members' problems and then
their problems.
Yeah. So I'm saying like you hear about the relationship issues or you hear about,
it's like the Thanksgiving.
Somebody's like, mother is this or that or like whatever. So it's like drama about family from the family that you're not, because we don't live around them. So I mean, my parents do now, but regardless, I only see these people selective times throughout the year, mostly holidays and stuff. But I say all that to say with her, watching her family dynamic is the same thing. I always say, I'm like, I grew up very boring. Like I have both of my parents. They're still married after all these years. Like I've got my younger brother. We got along great. Like there are no real crazy stories. But then when I hear, stories about you and your brother fighting or like seeing how her and her siblings or whatever. And I'm like, I'm grateful because I didn't have any like disastrous, like trauma based, like life, but then at the same time, I'm like, it's kind of boring. Like, I kind of wish like I had that.
Have FOMO over.
I do. I have FOMO over having such a privileged life.
Well, I mean, I have FOMO over being poor my whole life.
I can't relate.
See, I don't know why. I just don't experience FOMO. Like,
that's not true. You literally said before we started.
Like, if I don't put out an episode, I'm just disappointed in myself. I don't know how many people would care if there was an episode not come out.
There's at least 6 they would be screaming tomorrow, punch in the air.
Well, those 6 of you, please like and follow.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Sure.
but like,
his numbers drop.
but back to the social media stuff. Like, I see people post stuff and what they do. They go to I got friends from high school that will drive through Columbia. They will literally send me text messages or call me and say, "Hey, we're driving through Columbia.
I hate that.
We're on the way to Myrtle Beach.
Don't stop here.
Do we want to
keep going? There's a Buc-ee's in Florence.
Oh shit! Oh. But they'll be like, "Hey, we're stopping through. You want to grab lunch?" And I was like,
"No.
Like,
where do you
want to eat?"
And it'll be somewhere that you could eat anywhere or anytime.
Yeah, but
Barrett, I haven't seen you in 15 years. So
let's make it.
This seems like an inappropriate call.
Yeah, no, literally, because I'm like, now you're inconveniencing my life. Like, now I've got to, go out in the world when I wasn't expecting to. Like, no, don't do that.
Yeah, I don't have any, like, they go to Myrtle Beach. You guys went to Orlando. I just look at it, I was like, oh, that's nice for them.
You want to.
I will say the older I get, the more I understand not having FOMO, because I used to have it all the time. Don't have it anymore. And I have a psych degree, so that plays into it. But now knowing what FOMO actually is and how it plays into like a person, it's just like, it's exhausting. I'm cool just staying home. Like yesterday, he went to a friend's house. I was invited and everything. And like, I learned how to make bread, so I'm gonna make some more bread, but y'all have fun.
Yeah.
She gave up a pool party for bread. That's my best friend.
But you'll get there. You know what?
It's crazy because I do have that now where I will literally because we don't hang out as much in the way that, like, because she lives so far away that I'm like, okay, I'm on the northeast side of town. She's in Lexington. Like, that is
Lexington. Like,
that is like right. We always joke and say we're not driving to Augusta.
An undisclosed location.
Yeah, honestly, cut that from the pod. But
it's a house. It's got a pool.
I mean, it's not a business.
I was gonna say. In your area, that could be a lot of houses. But, no.
Is a no, I'm just kidding. Oh, did I give too much?
I am at That's not my best stop.
I'll just put a bleep on there.
Thanks.
That is so funny. So I get what if they're doing something or whatever and they're at the house, like if I'm there and it's just convenient to me, yeah, that's fine. But if I'm not, I'm like, that 40-minute drive is not gonna
and that doesn't mean our friendship's not a convenient.
Right.
Right. Like, I love you from afar. We'll see each other.
It's just not today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or tomorrow or next week, honestly.
It's about the once a month rule.
Well, okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna record another episode because
we're having too much
just makes it easier on me. So
Bear's like, this has been 60 minutes. Get out.
Good. Like, I need a snack.
Get out.
Let's do this.
And I gotta pee.
All right. So let me do this. All right, that's gonna do it for episode number 308. Thank you guys for being here. They're going to be here for another episode, so you all check back.
We're going to trade shirts, though. That looks good.
We're going to keep recording. Links to all of our past episodes, podcast platforms, merchandise, social media available on our webpage, theallaboutnothing.com. And if you think our financial model of giving away free content and entertainment is silly and in a giving mood, why not become an official Nothinger and support the show? Members get early access to this episode as well as exclusive content. Visit members.theallaboutnothing.com, or you can find a link on our webpage. You can also give a one-time donation through the same link. If you'd like to be a part of the show, you can call and leave us a message 803-672-0533, or you can email the show at theallaboutnothing.com, or you can join our Discord server. Links found on our webpage. Thank you very much for listening. You all stay safe, be kind, and
rewind.
I don't even know how this ends, but what I will say is 308 episodes later, you don't have that memorized?
I kind of do, but here, just...
and keep your hands to yourself.
The All About Nothing podcast is a product of Big Media and produced and engineered by me, Barrett Gruber. Thanks to Cake for our intro music, Sick of You. You can follow Everything Cake, the band, at cakemusic.com. Thanks to Muff, the producer, for our outro music. You can follow Muff on Instagram at Muff the Producer. You can follow me across social media by visiting Linktree/Barrett Gruber. And you can follow Zach King on Linktree/AAN Zach. Want to support the show? Visit our webpage, theallaboutnothing.com. allaboutnothing.com and become a member. There are several tiers available that give you early access to episodes as well as exclusive content. To find links to our social media, podcast platforms, and merchandise to support the show, as well as past episodes, visit theallaboutnothing.com. If you'd like to be a part of the show, you can email the show at theallaboutnothing.com, or you can call our number and leave a message. Dial 803-672-0533. If the time between these episodes is more than you can handle, check out our sister shows. What the Pod Was That with Carrie, Zach, and myself. Welcome to Wonderland with Ami. Politically Speaking with Erica, Kirsten, and Emily. And Black, White, and Blue in the South with Dr. Jamil Brooks and Bill Kimmler. Please subscribe and share this show. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe and punch that notification bell. Thank you for listening, and hear us next week.